Okay. This is a story right here that I had been talking off and on about over the last, I guess you could say, year when it was occurring, and I kind of stopped talking about it mainly because it kind of fell like it kind of faded into obscurity. But I'm here to talk about it now, and this is probably going to be the final update for this particular story involving Anwar Ghazali and Dorian Harris. Now, if you don't know what happened, last year, Dorian Harris allegedly had stole a $2 drink out of the store that Anwar Ghazali was working at, and then he chased Dorian Harris out of the store and shot and killed Dorian Harris. And the crazy thing about it is, it was almost an execution style shooting. It wasn't like he shot him one time. It's like when he shot him, he went and shot him some more just to make sure he was dead. Well, now it has come out that this past Thursday, Anwar Ghazali was sentenced to 22 years in prison for the murder of Dorian Harris. I'm going to go ahead and read this article. It says a store clerk in Memphis has been sentenced to 22 years in prison for fatally shooting a 17-year-old black boy over a $2 beverage. According to the Memphis Commercial Appeal, former convenience store employee Anwar Ghazali was accused of shooting and killing 17-year-old Dorian Harris in March 2018, and in August was found guilty of murder in the second degree by a jury today in Shelby County Criminal Court. He was sentenced on Thursday. During the trial, Ghazali's defense team said he only intended to fire a warning shot into the air and had no intention of killing Harris as the young man fled the store. Surveillance video shows Harris walking into the store approximately at 10 p.m. on March 29th, and shortly after he walked out with a beer, the store clerk came out and started chasing him. Witnesses also say they observed Ghazali searching for Harris in the parking lot before chasing him down the block and firing his gun 3 times. That negates the warning shot defense, and to make matters worse, the police report says after the shooting, Ghazali allegedly returned to his store and had no problem telling customers he shot Harris, but made no attempts to call 911. So that basically says right there that this guy did this in complete malice. He lied about the whole warning shots because warning shots usually are shot in the air, not in the direction of the person that you're intending to shoot. And like I said, he shot him multiple times, because I think one of the shots that hit Dorian Harris was injured him. It was enough to make him fall, but it didn't kill him. And then I believe he went over and shot him 2 more times that killed him. That's why I said it was execution style. Harris's body was found 2 days later in a neighbor's backyard about 4 blocks away from the store. This guy right here is an eternal piece of shit, because he killed this boy, went back to his store, act like nothing happened, and like they said, he rendered no aid. And they said they found his body 2 days later in a backyard. That means that the people living there, if it was anybody living there, they did not know a dead body was in their backyard for 48 hours. He just left him out there to die, and I do believe in all my heart that if he had called the police and let somebody know that he shot somebody, that my grandson would have been alive today. Well, I can't say that I feel bad for this beast. He is getting exactly what he deserves. He's lucky they couldn't get him on first degree, because he definitely would have got life in prison. But 22 years, that's way more than what many would have thought he would have gotten. Many probably would have thought he would have been found not guilty. Now that I think about it, I think the last update I did about this was when they said he was found guilty. But you know, it always takes a while for them to pass down that sentence, depending on the particular case. So I'm sure that the family is probably going to be okay with this sentencing, because it could have been way less, or they could have found him not guilty back in August. But fortunately they did. And he will be doing his time. And hopefully this will be the worst 22 years of his life. And I'm almost certain that he will be in Gen Pop. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this down in the comments. And I will talk to you in the next one.